check. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Mike must have finished his dinner.
Well, I heard somebody there, but I got to turn the power on here. Here we go. K6MYC Bozo Net. Just starting to get cleared up and ready to go.
711.
711. Gotcha, John. Good evening. And how are you doing?
Very good. Just checked into the 10-meter CW net and 10-meter sideband net in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, good deal. How's 10 meters been doing lately? Has it been kind of intermittent?
It's summertime. Nothing's really happening.
Okay. Well, the HF bands have been good half the time. This morning we got on, I couldn't hear the local guys very well. It's good distance to my friends up in Washington and Montana, but I couldn't hear at Twain Harte and places like that, above Yosemite. So it was, short skip was closed up. The day before it was perfect. Everybody was loud, so you never know. That's what happens in the summertime on 40. K6 Mexico, Italy, K6MYC Bozo Net, 2 meters.
KG6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
Yeah, gotcha, Gerald. Good to hear you. And I heard a couple of others in there as well. 982, and how are you and the wife doing?
Everything's going along okie dokie. Sorry I missed 6 meters.
Well, that happens. It was a real light night on 6. We only had 21 or 22 check-ins, which is really, really light. Usually it's pushing around 30. But a lot of people just haven't been doing much on 6 this year. Summertime and all that. Anyway, let's see who else. I heard a couple other voices in there. I am pointed south, so we're looking for N6SWR in Bakersfield, and we're also looking for KB6RQU in Lake Isabella, and whoever else is hearing us. K6MYC Bozo Net.
WA6AJ727.
K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Good signal as always. AJ and Aaron, we got the email from you, but Judy didn't read all the way through it. Can you shortcut to the chase? What was the point of this guy putting all my information online, and where did he put it? What chat room or where did it appear? Over.
Well, it's information that I put online, to help share the Bozo Net, and he got upset about it. So you can ignore it. I took care of it, but he wasn't happy that we were trying to share what we're doing here, and I basically told him to shove it.
He didn't like what we were doing. Didn't he understand why we do this?
Well, that wasn't the problem. He just didn't like that I was, sharing the YouTube channel, and it's like we're not making money off of any of this, and we're trying to get people interested in the hobby, and we're trying to get people to put up antennas and participate, and we're not taking check-ins over the internet. But I think I finally put him in his place, and I think he's going to leave us alone. K6USY.
Yeah, well, I'll be happy to chat with him and explain the facts of life. Combination of also showing a presence on the band for the FCC, and the fact that we use the stream. The main reason for the stream, and you know this as well as I do, and you probably told them, was that there's many stations like Daryl up there. Daryl's got a big booming signal for me, but he can't hear many other people because he's in a poor location or has a small antenna. But by listening to the stream, if we get into a conversation with Ken up there in Oakley or something, he can hear both sides of the conversation. Sometimes technical discussions are absolutely useless if you can't hear both sides of the conversation. So that's basically what most of the guys use the live stream for, and also to find out where I'm pointing and just kind of follow along with the various conversations and the people that are on there that they can't normally hear.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and I tried to explain that to him. So, anyways. Yeah, it's always funny when you get emails from guys and they get all huff and puffy, and it's like, oh, come on, dude, you need to chill out. So, anyways, you can ignore the email chain, K6USY.
Yeah, it's also fun for people like the day that I got the chat room comment from my friend in South Africa, because I had told him about the Bozo Net, and he got on and listened. So we do have listeners literally worldwide that can get on the net and listen, and I think they find it interesting. They also find out what we're talking about, and they can also practice their English if they want to, or listening how we talk and all that sort of stuff. So there are any number of reasons, but I was really charged up when I got the chat from my friend ZS6 Charlie Queen that he was listening. So that was exciting to me. Anyway, thanks for giving me the straight poop on that, Aaron. K6USY in the group, K6MYC.
KM6SRR, number 432, and Bozo 1200, KN6, UKM.
Good evening, Rob. Good signal as always. Good to hear you. What have you been up to today? It was pretty decent out there today. It was warm if you had to work in the sun, but it's going to be really hot tomorrow. What did you do today?
Yeah, I worked out in the sun most of the day today, and it was a little bit, almost too much for me to take. What I was doing was raking and hauling it for the ATV over to my dump pile. And so I'm almost done with all this stuff, and I can get started on my solar.
Oh, very good. I got to clean up all the brush and stuff. I've still got a big pile. Well, I'm down to about 25% of the pile left after that tree limb fell down across my driveway. There's a little bit to go that, and a lot of logs to saw up, but I got most of the brush taken to the burn pile. So I didn't do any of that today. I did other stuff, but we did work in the yard a little bit. Anyway. Sounds good. Who else do we have in here that I missed so far? K6MYC, Bozo Net, looking south, but taking anybody.
KK6, ZKE, 704.
Yeah, good evening, Terry. Sounds good. Strong signal. How was your week?
Oh, it's pretty good, and getting a few things done. Might be building a new gate, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. I always have a little pause, and people accuse me of being fast on the mic switch, and I am when I'm going back and forth with somebody, but there's always a pause after I get a check-in because I have to put the mic down so I can hold the paper and get the pen unhooked. I use a big felt pen here, and if I don't put the cap back on it, next time I try to pick it up, it doesn't make any line. It doesn't make a line on the paper, or it gets fainter and fainter, and after about 3 call signs, you can't read it anymore. I can't see my stuff anyway, but it's hard for Judy to read it. Anyway, in a few minutes, we are going to have guests in the shack here. My grandson, Bo, brought his girlfriend over for dinner tonight, and we sat at the table after the meal was over trying to explain amateur radio to her. And, of course, one of the best ways to see after you hear about it, to see it actually in action. So she'll be coming into the shack and listening to you guys coming through the speaker. And Bo's probably going to show her what it looks like when you listen to it on the stream as well. He had it on his phone while we were talking at the table. Anyway, so we'll have some other little guests in the shack here. Her name is Marissa, by the way, and my grandson's name is Bo, B-E-A-U. So Bo and Marissa and probably Judy will bring them down, and they'll be in here in a little while. They're riding around in the ATV. He's showing her the property right now. Well, there's still light out there. Okay, Bozo Net looking south, KB6RQU and 6SWR, anybody else? And we also looking for the LA guys, K6MYC.
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo off the back of your beam.
We'll take Papa Echo off the back. Good evening, Mike. You're sounding good.
All right, and so are you, Mike, and it sounds like you're gonna have some guests there. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice to have other people get involved. She seemed to be very interested, very sharp little gal. And who knows, she might even be a ham one of these days. Bo's not a ham, but my son is. In fact, he was embarrassed the other day. He looked at at his license, and it had expired. So he's going to have to go back and take some tests and start over again, sort of. He had a call sign, but I'm not sure that they still held it for him. He's been so busy with work, he hasn't had a chance to look at his ham license for quite a while. He's also trying to build a house, as you guys know. He's building a house down in Napomo, and between the business going crazy with big business and big stuff going on, and the house building, and he's doing a lot of it himself because of the lending agencies have gotten really tight. You know, everybody knows about the credit line and the credit numbers. So borrowing money is tough, and the banks are also holding their fists really tight. If they don't like your contractor you're using, they won't lend you money and stuff like that. So he's doing a lot of it himself. Needless to say, he's busy, and he forgot all about his license. Talks to him every day on the radio or on the air or on the phone when he's talking to customers, but now he doesn't have a license. Kind of embarrassed. Anyway, good to hear you, Terry, and hopefully you get something out of these nets. Here the guys in L.A. Munching along, but nobody's turned up this way yet. I don't know if John's going to do that or not tonight. They seem like they've changed their format a little bit. John's coming up this way a little bit later. Anyway, Mike, I guess Bill isn't going to be in here till when is Bill getting home, and where did he go, or can you tell me?
He got home a couple hours ago, I guess, and I had to kind of talk him into tomorrow. He had the same complaint I did, that the guys in the Bay Area don't necessarily point in our direction.
Yeah, well, they'll have to. I think if you start out working Tom, KW6T, KW6S, that'll help you get in the right direction. And I've already told the guys in the Bay Area that you guys will be taking the net down here, and they won't have my signal to work with, but they've worked you before, so it's just a matter of a little coordination, and I'll remind you tonight when we get over that way.
Okay, very good.
So where did Bill go? What did he do?
I think he went over and saw Bill Bailey.
Oh, is he a friend, huh?
Yeah, I forgot his call. Anyway, yeah, old friend.
Okay, very good. All right, let's see. KB6RQU, are you gonna check in here tonight with us, Rick? Nothing from Rick. N6SWR, how about you, Ben? And we have somebody in Bodfish, N6NJJ or IJJ. I think something like that. Rob, maybe you can refresh my name. Hopefully he'll check in again one of these days. He was very weak, but I did hear him the first time he checked in. Hopefully he'll continue to check in. K6MYC listening south. WB6JNP, not in the south, but off the north and still up at Shaver. Not real strong, but readable. Dane, good evening.
Okay, I'm just trying out to get in there. So while we're Bozo 615 in San Diego, looking one down horizontal. If there's anybody for the Central Valley who would like to try to check in with me for the Southern California net, please come now.
Okay, I think you bumped the knob. You went real low frequency, and I didn't get much of that because your audio, and I didn't have time to unlatch my lock here and tune for you. So I didn't get much of that. See if you can get back on the right frequency of Dan over.
Okay, well, we should be there. But anyway, we'll have a grab dinner and we'll be back when WB6JNP 615 in San Diego, 8 north on the horizontal, looking for check-in.
KM6 SRR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, our buddy down there in Bodfish is Alex, and his call sign is November 6th, Juliet, India.
Yeah, no, okay. And 6JJI, I'll get it one of these days. I had it backwards, IJJ, and 6JJI. Bodfish, are you in there tonight? I think it's Eric or Alex, isn't it? Alex. Don't hear Alex. I think I'm hearing the... Dane, you got covered up again by the guys in L.A. They're a little stronger than you are, so I'm not doing well this evening. I'm sorry. I got the antenna south. If you want to check in a little bit later when I get turned around your way, it'll be better. WB6JNP and the group K6MYC, looking for any other check-ins here and looking for the LA guys. Where is LA tonight?
LA is missing, but San Diego is standing by to take any check-ins for North North. This is WLD, Bozo 615, San Diego, standing by for check-ins.
Okay. KG6USS, K6MYC, Bozo 47. And just hang on a second. You're off frequency too, and I don't know whether it's me or what. Aaron, am I on the right frequency here? Rob, am I off frequency?
Yeah, I didn't run the stream. You sound okay to me, and I leave it right where it works. I'm off about 0.08.
Okay. Well, I had trouble with John there. He's off frequency. Are you copying John okay?
No, I heard something very weak, but normally I hear John better than that.
Yeah, it is kind of weak tonight, John, so maybe it'll come up in a minute. Anyway, listen up. Make another call, John, and see if you can get on the right on our frequency here. KG6 Uniform Sugar Delta Mike 14, Bozo 831, K6MYC, Bozo 47 standing by. Go ahead, John. I don't hear him at all, Rob.
Yeah, I don't either. And, I'm not sure I'm supposed to get on this Bozo Net because there's an issue with it, I guess, huh?
You're talking about the one that Aaron was talking about?
Yeah, QSL. Just yanking your chain.
Yeah. Once again, John, maybe you don't have the antennas. Maybe you're vertically polarized or something there. KG6USS, K6MYC, calling and listening.
Negative on USS. This is Kilo 6.
Okay, I hear a kilowatt Juliet 6, I believe. I think it's kilowatt Juliet 6. Everybody seems to be a little bit off frequency. You guys are high in frequency for some reason tonight. But give me your call several times and your Bozo number, if you will. And my Bozo number for you guys down there is number 4747. Go ahead again. This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Northern California Bozo Net standing by. Go ahead.
He's over, Mike. That was Gregory, Bozo 615, KK6 WLD.
Okay, I did not hear him. He went into the noise for me, but I'll put down 615. Thank you. He's down in San Diego there. He's in Delta Mike 12. That's a long path.
Yep, and he's up and down. He was real good the first time. Now I can barely hear him.
Well, everybody's down for me tonight for some reason. I must have antennas are too high or something. I don't know where KG6USS is.
Let me give him a try. John, KG6USS. This is Kilo Mike 6 here, Romeo, and the Bozo group in California. Yeah, I don't hear him either. John, KG6 USS, you on tonight? Is that 345 calling? Are you saying 615, over? Yeah, Greg, KK6WLD, we barely got a copy on you. It's a long haul from San Diego up here to just above Fresno, over. I could hear you talking, but I couldn't get all that there. So we have you checked into our Northern California net. If you'd like to check in my Bozo 432 and Mike Bozo 47, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Copy 432 and number 47. Copy 432 and 47 checking in. Any others?
Roger. I hear you now, Greg. You're very light, about Q3 tonight for me. Normally you're much stronger, but I must not have the conditions tonight. Anyway, great to hear you. WLD, KD6, KB6 Whiskey Lima Delta, I believe it is. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. 73, Greg, good to hear you.
Yeah, Mike, it's been up and down a little bit up that way, but I can hear you and I can hear Rob. I'm selecting the check-in for the Southern California net tonight. Is there anybody else to relay?
He said I didn't have his call sign right. Well, what was it, Bob? Rob?
Kilo 6 Whiskey Lima Delta.
Roger. Kilo 6 Whiskey Lima Delta. I got it now. I couldn't quite copy it there, and I'd forgotten it. It's been so long since we worked you, Greg. Great to hear you from Delta Mike 12. I don't know where the LA guys are tonight. Hi. 73, Greg. Thank you. KK6 Whiskey Lima Delta K6MYC 73.
Mike, 7373. Is there anybody else who would like to check in on the Southern California Chiquita Bozo Net? This is KK6WLD Bozo 615 taking relay check-in. Alright, nothing else heard. Moving on. KK6WLD.
73 again. Thanks for the check. Okay, anybody else before we go to Atascadero? This is Mike, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Northern California, over.
Hey, Mike, KN6SM Charlie, Southern California.
Okay, give me the call again and your Bozo number. Give me your call again and your Bozo number. You're very light. Go ahead. Boy, dropped into the noise. You get it, Rob?
I think he might have said 198, but I'm not sure.
998. That was 998 trying to check in.
Okay, we got 98. Confirm the number. Repeat your number 3 or 4 times for us. Go ahead. Repeat your number. Repeat your Bozo number a couple of more times, please. We have 98. Over.
With you guys. 615 relay.
He's got QR Mary.
I think he's 998, and that's Dale. He's one of their net controls down there. Kilo November 6, Sierra Hotel, India.
Okay, 998. We'll check him in.
Roger, Dale. I heard you that time. This KM6 SRR.
All righty, Rob. Good to hear you in there, and thanks for taking my call.
Roger. Yeah, we had to wait for it to make it, but that's good. Thanks for checking in. 73 Dale, KM6 SHI, KM6 SR, and the group, Northern California group.
It's almost like I'm listening vertically polarized tonight. Boy, everybody is just weak. Even when they come up to readable, it's still super weak. Nothing like normal.
Yeah, I'm experiencing the same thing here. What call did I miss? I came in a little bit late here.
Well, 932, 982, I should say, and 101. John's in here, K6MI 711. 727, Mike. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I heard Mike when he checked in. I came in about then. Okay, thank you. KM6SR, standing by.
Alrighty. Well, I think we should go to Atascadero because we're not getting anywhere with this path. I'm going to Atascadero. Here we go. This should be pretty close to Atascadero. W6QUI, W6QUI or KN6EIV, K6MYC. Are you there, Ron?
KJ6TYO is here, 1009. Sorry I'm late, but I gotta go.
No problem, Ron. Two Rons, though. That's going to be confusing. I did not hear the other Ron. But KJ6TYO, we got you a good signal.
All right, thanks. Have a good night.
You got a blaze, do you?
Yeah, gotta go check into one net and go to bed.
Okay, good luck. 7-3. See you later. Thanks for checking in here, Ron. KJ6TYO, K6MYC, clear and looking for Atascadero. W6QUI, KN6EIV. KB6WRW or anybody else down there. Over. Well, I'm not hearing him. You want to try one, Rob?
Okay, W6QUI, W6QUI. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, the Northern California 2-meter Bozo Net. Over. How about KN6 EIV? Eric, are you on tonight? Nothing heard, Mike.
Yeah, me either. Okay, well, we'll just head on up to Santa Cruz, and hopefully they'll be back here Sunday night. Just to remind everybody, I will not be on tomorrow night, so Rob and Aaron and others, KWA6AAJ and AA6S will be handling it from this end, and hopefully we'll get a lot of check-ins on 432, but I will not be here. Okay, so here we go to Santa Cruz.
KE6VON 1040.
Well, hi, Adam. KE6VON. Good to hear you. Good, strong signal. Of course, I'm aimed right at you. Over.
Hey, affirmative. Yeah, I was a little behind. Somebody dropped in to buy a saw, so I was dealing with them.
Well, you got to pay attention when there's green stuff flashing around.
Yeah, right? Yeah, except the saw they were interested in was too small, and then the saw I had in their price range didn't want to run right. So I got to pull the carburetor and throw a kit in it and go from there. They're going to come back for it tomorrow.
Let me ask you a quickie question. You may not be able to answer this without getting in there, but I've got a Husqvarna lawnmower. I've got two. I've got the old Craftsman. But it was made by Husqvarna, so the old 25-year-old Craftsman and the new Husqvarna almost identical, except for the way the clutch operates. But it started to do something weird today with the engine. I fired it up, and when I put it in and no load on the engine, it's surging. It's what is that?
It's usually I can't remember what it's called, but it's in the carburetor. It's one of the jets is starting to get plugged up. Get yourself a can of the either Seafoam or Berryman's B12 fuel system cleaner, and put some of it through it and run it through the tank. It should clear it up.
Okay, so you put it in the tank?
Affirmative, in the fuel tank.
Okay, very good. What's the name of it again?
People swear by Seafoam. I've used it before, or me personally, I like using it as the Berryman's B12 carburetor cleaner.
Okay, give me the brand again. Bravo 12, 1-2.
Yeah, berry like, a strawberry, and Berryman, and it's a B12 chem tool. And it would be in the same style container as the Seafoam container, and a little twist top on it. You open it up, and then you pour in however much you use, and depending on the size of your tank, either use like a quarter of it on a push mower or up to a half.
Yeah, well, this has got a big tank and a big mower, but I could probably try it in the little Honda as well. Little Honda's jammed up as well. But it's only got a tank that holds maybe a gallon at the most.
Yeah, I usually I'll run half a can through my riding mower every year, and it helps clean the carburetor out. It's good stuff.
Yeah, okay. I'll have Matt pick up a can. I'm sure he knows what it is. I just never have had to use it. Thanks for the tip, Adam. KE6VON, K6MYC. Now I'm looking toward, well, where am I? I didn't even make it to Santa Cruz yet. Let's go to Santa Cruz.
Copy that. KE6VON.
Well, somewhere around in here ought to be towards Santa Cruz. KW6T, Kilo Whiskey 6 Tango, or Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over.
KW6S in place of KW6T and 610.
Did I say KW6T or KW6S?
I said KW6T. I think he's up north somewhere.
Yeah, that's Russ, but I'm sorry, I don't usually get that mixed up. Must have been busy with other thoughts in my head here, like vapor.
Yeah, well, it's been nice here, getting a little warmer, and just kind of low-key. I've got some digging and quite a bit of shovel work to do tomorrow in the yard, but then I'm going to do bench work all day Friday.
Okay. Well, probably it doesn't matter for you, but tomorrow's supposed to be 105 here. It was pushing around 100 today. And it's still tolerable. We're kind of used to it by now, but 105 is going to probably start to get to us a little bit tomorrow. Fun on everything there. Sorry, I gave you a T instead of an S. Won't be the first time. Anyway, let's see if Lee is in there. How about it, Lee? Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, and then we'll see if Rob can hear either one of you. K6MYC.
Hey, K6MYC, Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, and I am here tonight, the Countdown Bozo, and I got a chuckle out of KW6T. That's pretty good. KW6 Tom. But anyway, and I've had a lot of experience with ChemTool B12. That's good stuff. So I actually had a Saab that I drove for a long time, and I had a little bit of a problem right when it came time for it to get smogged, and I dumped some of that in the gas tank and drove it around for about 30 minutes or something like that. Came back and it whistled right through. So I will recommend that just as well for any kind of fuel system clean-out that you need to do. K6MYC from AF6 United.
Oh, wonderful. That's a good recommendation, and thanks for that, Lee. I'll have to do that. I haven't had this. It's funny because the thing just started that today, and when I first started it, it sounded like I was running out of gas. You know, because sometimes when you're just on the last of the tank and you're rumbling along and you're tipping a tractor one way or the other, it'll surge a little bit and you'll lose a little gas and then it'll come in, and that's what it felt like. So I thought, oh boy, I'm out of gas. So I stopped and I filled it, and it was really dry. It was really low on gas, but and then even after I filled it, it still was surging, and the more I ran it, the worse it got.
Yeah, that seems to be what happens. I mean, it kind of, once it gets a little bit goopy in there, it sort of pulses through and then it gets cut off again, and it pulses through and gets cut off again. And so I think that's really what happens with that. And so that B12 will definitely clean out what ails it. So I'll send it back to you. K6MYC from AF6U.
Yeah, thank you again for that confirmation. Let me see. Rob, are you copying Lee or Tom there?
I can hear Lee's words a little, but can't quite make them out. Copying Tom good. How you doing, Tom? KW6S, or as you now being called T.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Yeah, boy, you're pretty low on my noise floor here, but pretty much in the clear. I just need to turn the volume up a little bit more. KM6SRR, KW6S, and it's not going to be that hot here.
Okay, you turkey. Yeah, that's good weather over there. Yeah, I pointed a little better at you. Maybe this you can hear me better now. Over.
Yeah, you did come up a fair amount there.
I was trying to hear Lee, and I usually have to back off a little towards the south for him.
Yeah, very good. It'll be interesting to see which of the two headings he does best on. KM6SRR, KW6S.
Okay, very good, Tom. I just got my guests just walked into the shack here. We got Marissa and Bo and Matt in here. That is Matt, right? Yeah. Hi, guys. Okay, I'm talking to the guys in Santa Cruz and Watsonville. So this is what it sounds like. Normally, we would not be able to hear them if we didn't have big antennas and big power. Okay. So let me turn it over to Tom in Santa Cruz, and he can say hello to you and see how strong he's coming in. Now, he's a big gun, but he's blocked with hills, but you can still get through the hills if you got a good enough station. KW6S. There should be KW6T for Tom, but it's KW6S for Tom. K6MYC. Go ahead, Tom.
Very good. K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, good evening, Matt. And maybe there was a Marissa, and I didn't catch the other one. I just recognized Matt. But good to hear you jumping in and lighting up Mike there a little bit. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, and you're in Santa Cruz. I'm going to turn it over to Lee and let him say hello. The other gentleman in the shack is my grandson, Bo, B-E-A-U. You were right on Marissa, and Matt's here as well. Is Judy in the background?
Judy? I don't know where Judy is.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I wasn't sure if she was coming down with you guys or not. Okay, over to you, Lee. And then we'll move into the Bay Area where we won't have such big gun stations, and they'll get a chance to listen to some weak signal stuff. AF6 United near Watsonville, K6MYC.
Yes, well, good evening, Matt, Marissa, and Bo, and welcome to the shack. And unlike Tom, I have a pea shooter here, so I'm only running about 50 watts, don't have a big antenna system or anything like that, and yeah, it still apparently makes the trip. So I'm happy with that, and it sure works well. So anyway, we did not have any. We had 82 degrees here today, Mike, and boy, I thought I was going to melt. So I really would not want to be in your 105 degree at all. And I hope somebody has mercy on you, having to live through all of that kind of stuff, because I could not stand that. Excuse me. Anyway, I'll say 7-3 to everybody, and turn it back to you, Mike. K6MYC from AF6 United. Back to you.
Okay. Well, you've got a great location there with that little hill near Watsonville. He's only running 50 watts, guys. That's pretty amazing. Tom's running about a kilowatt. So shows you what you can do if you have a hill in the way and you make up for it. All right. Thanks, guys. And I'm going to go into the Bay Area and see who we're going to get in here first. Bay Area, Bozo Net, K6MYC. Anybody?
AB6SR.
AB6SR. Good evening, Stan. Give us your Bozo number, Stan, and tell us about what 807 means.
Okay. K6MYC, AB6SR, 807 here. And for me, 807 is an old glass bottle that was used as a transmitting tube during the Second World War, I think, and was a great surplus one after the war, of course. You know it for some beer or something, but I don't where I come from, which is back over in Britain. So, good evening to Marissa, good evening to Bo and to Matt. I'm in Los Gatos here. We had 92.5 today. A bit warm for us, but nothing compared with what you folks have there. By the way, Rob, I can hear you, KM6SRR, coming in about 5 and 5, 5 and 6. And so tonight it's about 80 degrees here. Did a bit of work in the garden in the morning, Mike, but got myself back inside before it got too hot. I hope the air conditioning in your shed's working really well now. So, back to you. That's about it from here. K6MYC, AB6SR 807 in Los Gatos.
Okay, let me get right over to Rob as long as you guys got comms. Rob, are you copying Stan?
I can just hear his words, but, I've got that dirt in my way here from my path to the Bay Area. Over.
Okay, very good. He hears you, but not real good. He's running a kilowatt, Stan. That's probably why you're hearing him a little better than he's hearing you. All right, very good, Stan. Thanks much, and thanks very much for checking in and saying hello to the gang here. The little YL in the shack is Marissa, and that's Bo's girlfriend currently. So that's the story. Let me see who else we have in the Bay Area. K6MYC Bozo Net.
W6PQL.
W6PQL. Nice signal from you, Jim. W6PQL. He makes these. This is Bill, his amplifier. He builds this. Okay, and that one. That's what Jim does. W6PQL, you heard about the gang in the shack a little bit anyway. Matt and Bo and Marissa are here listening in, trying to show them what weak signals are all about. But you guys are giving me nothing but strong signals tonight. W6PQL, Fremont in the Bay Area, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, and greetings to everybody in the shack over there. Had a little bit of excitement here today. First of all, the boring stuff. The high was 97 here today, so it got pretty toasty. We had some nieces and nephews that are very young, under 5 years old, two of them, and one of them is like a year old, or maybe a little bit more, and he doesn't even toddle yet. He's just crawling. And, boy, he's a handful. He crawls, what kids do. They crawl over to cabinets, open them up, take everything out, put them in their mouth, and do all that kind of stuff. But the excitement was, after dealing with that for several hours, I came upstairs to my hideaway up here. The wife had a couple of her in-laws, not in-laws, I would say, her family. She had a sister and her brother-in-law come over to play a little bit of little bit of cards, and they were going to take care of the children while it happened. Well, they were up and down here. No, I couldn't get too much done. But then they disappeared, and I got a frantic call from the missus, and she said, "Come on down here right away." So I had to go down to the kitchen, down the stairs into the kitchen, and I was hit with this acrid smoke. It hurt my eyes. I could hardly breathe. And there were about 7 people in the room, and I told them to go outside immediately. And I went into the tool shed and got my painting mask, which has some charcoal filters in it so I could breathe, and I went back in there. Turns out that the wife had put some microwave popcorn in the microwave and pressed the button for it, which she's done hundreds of times. She wanted a little snack, and what she had inadvertently done was pressed potato. So naturally, the amount of time that the popcorn spent in there was considerably longer than it should have, and it almost caught fire in the chamber. But the whole kitchen and family room area were filled with this acrid smoke. I had to figure out what happened, and once I did, I kind of chuckled and opened the place up so that all the smoke could go out, cleaned up the microwave, tested it, it's okay. It was just the popcorn that suffered, fortunately. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, quite a story. Boy, oh boy. Well, I'm glad it didn't go any worse than what you mentioned. And I'm glad everybody got outside where they could breathe again. Sounds good. Let me see who else is in here. I didn't hear anybody else come back in when I stood by for the Bay Area, so maybe I'm not pointed just right. So maybe you can help me with the other guys that are weaker, Jim. I didn't hear anybody else come back. Let's try it again. QRZ, the Bay Area, Bozo Net, looking into the Bay Area, please, looking for check-ins. K6MYC and W6PQL listening. Okay, 775. Got you, Mike. Let me get up the antenna up a little bit more toward you. Make a little longer transmission. I've got a little power line noise that also came in here.
K6MYC, K6MYC. This is Kilo Bravo 6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, Charlie Mike 87, Daly City, Bozo number 775. Current temperature is 59 degrees, and well, the fog is trying, but it's not proceeding. But good evening to everyone in the chat. Hope you're having fun.
I hear somebody, WB6GGY.
I hear WB6GGY also. Phil, hang on just a second. Okay, it took a big signal. You came way up, Mike, and then you took a dive, but we got your 59 degrees in Daly City and the temperature and all that sort of stuff. But you were very strong at first, and you just took a dive. So the band's going to do that funny game with us there. Thanks for checking in from Daly City, Mike. Let me get Phil in here from Twainhart. Let's see what Twainhart sounds like, and I'll move the antenna a little bit for you in Twainhart. WB6GGY, Twainhart above Yosemite, K6MYC.
Yeah, WB6GGY. Very good evening.
Phil, I pushed the wrong button. Would you do that again? Just repeat the transmission. I went the wrong direction with the rotator. Go again.
You talking to me, Mike? This is KB6BSC.
No, I was talking to... Now you're way up. No, I was talking to Phil, WB6GGY. I pushed the wrong button. Now I'm pointed right at you, but let me see if I can get Phil to make a little longer transmission. Phil, make another transmission. I'm bringing the antenna up your way. Go ahead, Phil.
Mike, you totally dropped out on me there, Mike. Totally dropped out. Over.
Well, see, now that's why I had to turn the antenna to hear him. Now, he's right up here in Yosemite, but I couldn't hear him hardly at all without pointing at him. Yeah, good enough, Phil. WB6GGY, Twainhart. I had turned the antenna the wrong way. That's why I dropped out. Good show for the gang in the background here. We've got Bo, my grandson, and his girlfriend, Marissa, and we got Matt in the background, and we're showing them what weak signals are all about. But you're not weak when I'm pointed at you, Phil. WB6GGY, give us your Bozo number. Again, K6MYC.
Bozo 884. Bozo 884, WB6GGY in Twain Hart. Back over to you there, Mike. And that really made a big difference on the signal. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Thank you, Phil. Thanks for coming back and staying with me. I'm not seeing real good, and I pushed the wrong button. I went the wrong direction with the rotator here. We got a little confusion in the shack, as you can tell behind me here. They're all trying to explain what's going on with the radio station here. It's quite interesting. All right. While I'm here in this direction, let me check in anybody else that's there. K6MYC, who else is here?
Well, I'll take those slots. WA6HNA 1013.
1013, Pine Grove. Is it Pine Grove or Groveland?
Yeah, Groveland. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a transmission, Greg.
Okay, yeah, I've got the new cable on. That's actually on your microphone. Phil's microphone had a really intermittent push-to-talk switch. I tried to put some contact cleaner in there and lube it up and get it going, and it was still intermittent. So anyway, we're going to try that one out a little bit later on tonight with Phil, and we'll see how that works. But I understand you're not going to be on the 432 net tomorrow night. Is that correct, Mike?
Correct. I will not be here. We're all going out to dinner. Everybody that's in the room with me and more will be going out to dinner. It's my wife's birthday celebration. Just a little bit late. She was born on August 11, but because Matt was out of town and other things, we had to postpone it. So it's a birthday dinner for the wife, and we're going to her favorite restaurant. So Thursday was the day we had to do it for everybody else's schedule. So I won't be here, but there should be plenty of people that can hear you, hopefully. Thanks, Greg. I think everybody's going. Okay, good. Hang on a second. I'll be right back, guys.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. Have a good evening.
And many more.
Happy birthday to you.
Well, it's not my birthday. It was Myrna's, but that's okay. Thank you, Phil.
WB6ISO.
Oh, WB6ISO. Good evening, Dennis, up there in Sacramento or near Sacramento. What's the name of the town again?
Rio Linda, Rush Limbaugh Land.
Rio Linda, Rush Limbaugh Land, yeah. Somebody mentioned the other day, I asked somebody if they knew who Rush Limbaugh was, and the modern young folks don't even know who Rush was anymore. What a shame, huh?
I think we don't, but anyway, I'll be here when you get your antennas up this way.
Well, I'm pointed at you.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're ready, I'll give you some real quick check-ins if you want.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead with your list, Dennis.
Yeah, I heard some other stations I think was in there. I was waiting to see who that was. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were talking to you, Mike, or trying to talk to me. You ready for some check-ins?
Yes, I'm waiting for check-ins, Dennis. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. KA606, Kent 160. N1 Papa Dave 336. And we had Mr. Larry N6BX 782. And one other one, N6TNI 132. And myself, Bozo 86. Over.
N6TNI at 132, right?
Oh, Roger. Yeah, 132, and there's another station that's still in there. But anyway, yeah, 132. That's N6TNI. Over.
Yeah, I know him. But you said 172 or something, and that's why I knew that wasn't right when you said N6TNI. Okay, very good. I got them all. Thank you for getting the check-ins there. I did have a nice quick chat with Dave N1PPP the other night on 222. He came roaring in and disappeared just about as fast as he came in. Anyway, thanks again, Dennis. As long as I'm in the Sacramento direction, let's see who else we have. KO6KD, Bill, are you here?
Hey, hello, and I think, is that Judy's birthday? I take it that was Judy's birthday you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about my wife's birthday, Myrna, who has passed away about 8 years ago. She was born on August 11. She's a Leo, but we always used to go out to dinner to Pismo's, a restaurant in Fresno that she liked a lot, so we're going back there tomorrow night. So it was Myrna, not Judy, over. Judy's born in November.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. Yeah, okay, yeah, well, yeah, I know. It's been over 20 years when mine passed away, so yeah, it's one of those things you never forget. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. You have a very, very fine evening down there. Stay cool. I kind of get a little bit warmer. I think the temperatures are going to warm up a little bit, so stay cool, and a very pleasant good evening to you. Over.
Roger. Thank you, Dennis. And we'll be about 105 tomorrow, they say. It's supposed to have been 99 today, but I don't think it quite made it, although it might have done it just for a moment or two. It was not quite as hot as I thought it would have been. But I must be getting used to it, or I'm getting numb in the neck both ways. Over.
Yeah, I know. I used to live down that area, so I know. And I've had days down there at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was still 115 in the shade. So, yeah, I've been there and done that over.
Yeah. Haven't we all? We haven't had any of those days. We haven't even come close to 110 yet this year. So it's a much cooler there this year, many more days under 100 and over. 3 or 4 summers back, we had a whole 99 days in a row with 100 or more. We missed it by 1 day. 1 day only got to 99, damn it.
Boy, you were lucky, boy. Well, the summer's not completely over with just yet, so hang in there, buddy. Just hang in there.
Yeah, the sun will come back and give us more light next year. Sure it will. We've had a lot of humidity, though. The humidity today was 56%, which is 4 or 5 times what's normal. So really odd year from a humidity standpoint. Thanks, Dennis. I'll stand by for others here. Let's see if Bill is back in here this evening. Thanks again. WB6 ISO, K6MYC, clear and listening for KO6KD.
Yeah, hey Mike, and hey Dennis, good evening everybody. KO6KD, Bozo 776 checking in, and also saying that Darren will not be here, so if you could, he specifically asked me a short time ago to check him in. He is taking the wife for a walk, as they say, over.
Got it. We got him checked in, and it was nice to catch him last night. Boy, all I had from him last night on 1296 is a dismal night, but I did get a couple of words, enough to know that it was Darren, but that was it. Boy, it was marginal. But I also got a confirmation from N6RO that that's who it was. I've skipped over N6RO, so I'm going to clean you out in Sacramento there. And I'll get John, and then I'm going to go back and get N6RO in the Bay Area because I came up quickly here for Phil in Twain Harte there. Thank you, Bill. And of course, we missed you this morning. I don't know who is going to be there tomorrow. I think AI7D will be back tomorrow, but I'm not sure about Bob. He said he was going to have a trip going north, and I don't know when he's going to leave. I didn't expect him to be there today, but he was there for quite a while, so we had a pretty good roundtable. Although the signals from Phil were weak, and Phil was struggling with me, which means you would have been struggling with me as well. KO6KD, and then off to others, K6MYC. Where'd you go, Bill?
There was just a little bit of a double that was going on there, Mike. He lost you completely, I guess, at the time. Over.
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing Bill, but he was way down. Bill, is this any better now? Over.
Signal's hanging in there, but he's come back, and we had Paul over here today, and so good evening, Bill.
Yeah, hi, Dennis. So what did Mike say? Is he saying he's here from either?
Yeah, he was just talking about the conditions on 40, I think, this morning. He said that they'll possibly catch up with you tomorrow morning. Over.
Okay, we'll certainly give it a try if I can wake up. My sleeping habits have gone crazy. All right, Thank you for the relay. I'm out of here, KO6KD.
Roger, Roger. I got you 100%, Bill. 7373. See you tomorrow.
That's time, Mike.
73, Bill. 73 to get there, Mike. WB6 ISO.
Okay, very good, Dennis. Now, KR6MR. John, are you here?
Roger, Mike. K6MR. Before I go any further, someone's been trying to check in for the last 15 minutes. I think it's portable out of Heiselton. Let's see if we can hear them.
Oh, monster flutter on you. So I could, did you say you're operating portable?
No, it's Bozo 177. I didn't get his call sign. Come back again.
Oh, I got it. That's Gary, KE6QR. I got him.
Yeah, okay. Quebec Romeo. Okay, he's got you. Mike says he has you.
Come back his way in a minute there. I passed over him a minute ago.
He'll come back towards you in a little bit there. So, okay. Everything's hunky-dory up here. I am trying to find a, I think Daiwa makes a watt meter that's good for 1.2 gigahertz, so I can get an accurate reading from another device at the amplifier at the remote site. So everything is hinged on that right now.
Yeah, I understand. Well, it was really poor conditions last night. I copied a little bit of you, enough to know it was you, and I had even less from Darren. Very, very poor conditions on 1296. On the other hand, when I got up to Nevada, I had a couple of gigantic peaks from KE7UQL with his 30 watts. Over.
That's super. Okay, yeah, I had a nice chat with Jeff. Went up band a little bit, and he noticed a very distinct 10 dB difference.
Roger, Roger.
On and the amplifier off. So I.
Roger, 249. Gotcha. Okay.
And 6RO.
Bozo 410.
They're calling for you, Mike. I'll catch you later. KR6MR 73.
I got it. I hear you. And good evening to you, Russ. KW6T. We've got you. Let me go back and get the Bay Area. I skipped the Bay Area, boys. But good to hear you make a transmission. I'll copy you, no problem. KW6T as I head back to Oakley, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, no worries. Yeah, just been out in the back on the deck watching we got a fire going up in the hills. Looks like between Fairplay and Fiddletown. It's about 20 miles from us, and I can see the smoke and see the bombers flying over there and buzzing around it, and it's kind of interesting to watch. But hopefully they get that thing knocked down. It's been burning most of the afternoon. So anyway, I'll say 73 and have a great evening, Mike. K6MYC, KW6T, clear.
Okay, well, I almost gave your call away tonight. I was talking to KW6 Sugar, and I called him KW6T because his name is Tom. I said, you guys ought to trade calls. Over.
Oh yeah, I've talked to him. I can get Tom every once in a while from here. Just from him to me, we can actually have a QSO. It's a little fluttery, but I can pick him up.
Now he's on the other side of the hills, almost on the water in Santa Cruz. So it's a hell of a path. So when you make it, it's a good deal. Thanks, Russ. Thanks for checking in. Sorry, I'm sort of distorted tonight. I went up this way to catch Phil. I wanted to have Phil check in because we had guests in the shack, and I wanted them to hear Phil. And then I got, all you guys started to check in. Some days we don't get anybody. The next day we get everybody. Anyway, I'm pointed now down toward Oakley again. But you're still Q5, as you always would be. Thanks, Russ. KW6T, 73, K6MYC, clear, listening for N6 Radio Ocean.
Yeah, K6MYC and company, N6RO. Bozo 835 in Charlie Mike 97, high temperature 98. Dinner was that wonderful Alaskan halibut and Brussels sprouts. And I
accomplished very little today. Actually, I ordered more of that halibut. I ate the last piece, so I ordered 12 more fillets from Alaska. Should be here next week. Have you tried that yet, Mike? Go ahead.
No, we haven't gotten around to it. We're having a hard time just ordering what we need. That's a normal thing, but we'll get to it. I'll get some of that Alaskan halibut. We know about it, and all that. Yeah. Well, it was a jumbled up day here too. I sat down in the chair after breakfast, and the next thing I know, it was 10 after noon. And boy, oh boy. So I got stuff done, but I got everything done between 12 and 4. And so I worked like hell, but I did get the lawns mowed and a few other things done. Let me ask you a question, because we were at Costco the other day, and I wanted to get chicken salad. And, you know, they told us they didn't have any, they didn't make any that day. That was a Wednesday. Do you have to be there on Thursday to get it?
I don't know. Every time I've ordered it for home delivery, they've had it.
Well, maybe on a home delivery they just make it up as they need. But when we were in the store, I was looking all over for it, and we finally asked the butcher behind the counter, and he said, no, we haven't made any today. Oh, thanks.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize Costco actually made them because of the packaging. Anyway, hope you can find some.
He said we had not made any today, so I assume that they do make it up there.
Yeah, okay.
He might have been just shortcutting the answer, but anyway. They didn't have it, so that was the big disappointment of the day. Everything else we went in for, we got. I was hoping to get some of that chicken salad to have in the fridge for lazy days when we didn't feel like fixing dinner. All right.
Thanks, Victor Bravo Golf 971.
971. What did you say, Dave?
I just said good evening.
Oh, good evening to you. Yeah, you're late to get to the shack every night. I guess you're waiting for it to cool down. Anyway, hang on a second. Let me finish with Ken, and then we'll see if there's anything else from you there. K6BBG 971. Back to you, Ken, N6RO. And I did talk to John again today, K6KF. And he used a different call. He used a 0 call. And it was a weird call, like AB0BEE or something like that. Does that anything like that ring a bell?
Oh, yeah. I recognize AB0I was active maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah, that might have been it. It was some weird call like that that threw me all for a loop. But, yeah, that's his contest call that he used. I guess he wasn't where he is currently. He might have been back in Colorado or Kansas or someplace when he was operating there. Anyway, good. I just thought I'd pass that on. Now, one other thing, I think I got everything, but the chicken salad and the call sign of the other contester, I think I got it all, Ken. Going to be 105 here today. Tomorrow, what was it today for you?
98. Tomorrow the forecast is 103, which should be the highest of this current heat wave, if you want to call it that. I don't know if you can hear in the background. My chief sprinter, Wednesday night sprinter, is trying some new software. And in 40 minutes, he's got 122 contacts. And he's in second place nationally. So that new software may or may not work.
Because this is the Hawaii contest?
This coming weekend is the Hawaii QSO.
Okay, but what are you doing right now with 100 contacts plus, over?
That's the Wednesday night CW Ops sprint. 1 hour thing from 8 to 9. They have 4 of them every day. One at 6 in the morning, one at noon, one at 8 o'clock our time, and another one at midnight. And all 3 of our operators cover all of those. So the station's very active today.
Yeah, very good. Keep you all perfectly in tune there and all revved up and and performing at in a top notch there. Okay. Good deal. All right, well, look, we'll see you. We will not see you tomorrow. I'm going to be at my wife's birthday celebration. She's passed away, of course, many years ago, but we always go to dinner at Pismo's down here, so that's where we'll be tomorrow. But there will be stations here that you can probably check in with. Let's see if Rob is here. Rob, are you copying Ken tonight?
Sure, I'm copying him fine. N6RO, KM6SRR.
Yeah, Rob, you're doing fine. Almost as loud as Mike.
Whoop, it dropped out there. I think you're going to say just about as good as Mike, which is great for me. Over.
Say that again.
Your audio is really rough to copy right now. It's kind of real harsh and breaking up, Ken. That's why he missed it. Go ahead again.
I was just saying that I think Ken was saying that I'm coming in about as well as Mike is there, and I like that. Over.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Anyway, Rob will be looking for you tomorrow night during the net, so you can check in with Rob, and I'll be back Sunday night, of course. 7-3 for now, Ken. N6 Radio Oscar in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, Roger. Have a nice celebration tomorrow. N6RO clear.
Thank you. I'm going back a little bit here. KE6QR, are you still there? Are you in Ileton tonight? KE6QR, K6MYC. Okay, you're very light, but we've got you about Q3 to Q4, Gary. Q3 to Q4 from Ileton. Probably the low power and the modest antenna there. But we got you. I had you checked in anyway from the other fellows there, but I wanted to come back and see if we could hear you because I knew you were portable tonight. Thanks for sticking around. I'm going to take one more look into the Bay Area and see if we missed anybody, and then we'll go back up and pick up the rest of the guys in Sacramento and Redding. K6MYC 7-3, Gary.
Whiskey Victor Lima.
KD6WVL 1179.
Roger, 1179. You're sounding good, and tell Rob he's sounding good up here too.
Okay. Well, Rob, you're going to have to listen for a weaky squeaky there tomorrow, because John gets on KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, but he's running a whole loop, and what, 25 watts or so, John?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever the 706 Mark 2G puts out. I still haven't looked at the manual, but yeah, that's what I'll be running.
Yeah, 25 watts, something like that. Rob, are you copying him now?
Oh yeah, how you doing, John? KD6 WVL KM6SR.
Doing good, Rob. You're sounding good here. You got a signal comparable to Mike.
Well, thank you. That's a good compliment. I always try to get like the big guy. Anyway, yeah, I've got on 432. I'll have let's see, 75 watts.
So, okay, well that'll probably do the job. Like Mike said, I just have one whole loop and 25 watts, so we'll be listening.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, he's in the same at the same time frame. I would say the same beam heading as we get with Ken. I'm not pointed at him right now. That's why I'm down a little bit. I'm pointed back to the Bay Area there, John. So that's why we can't get stronger than Rob over there. Rob, it makes Rob feel good when you give signal reports like that. He might even stay being a ham if he keeps getting reports like that. Over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the signal's been up and down a little bit, but you guys are both sounding really good.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, thanks for checking in here. I'm all jumbled up because I went back and forth across the spectrum here. Not the spectrum, but the azimuth. So let me go back into the Bay Area a little bit harder and see if there's anybody that we missed there. 7-3 for now, and we'll see you Sunday night, John. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, K6MYC, back to the Bay Area. Okay, this is back into the Bay Area. I haven't heard WB6JNN. I haven't heard, WA6AXX, K6KLY. Who else is missing over there in the Bay Area? Bay Area Bozo Net. I went quickly through you guys tonight. I apologize, but I'm back now. K6MYC. Anybody?
Yes, somebody. Chickens are over here. WB6WNI 1090.
Yeah, okay, Gary. I don't know why I always put you in a different category, but you're very consistent. I don't know why I do that. But we got you. Good copy, 1090. And thanks for being there. And sorry, I went scooting by. I had a bunch of people in the shack here. I was trying to show off a little bit. And we had a friend up in Twainhart, and I wanted to show him what happened when I turned the antenna toward Twainhart and get his signal to come up. And I went the wrong way, and one thing and another, and anyway, I ended up pointing towards Sacramento. So here I am again. So how are you doing tonight? You done with dinner?
Yes, just done. Yes, done with dinner and another eventful night. I said, why is there nobody on the net? Well, I have hooked the cable or the radio to the wrong antenna. And you know what? I switched it over just as you said we are back in the Bay Area. That's how good the timing was. I had just corrected it, and there you are. I said, talk about psychic. Anyway, we are doing good. We're done with dinner. Tomorrow, on 432, Mike, the band has been so flaky over here. I'm going to actually also have the YouTube going at the same time because last Thursday I called you, and it just, I couldn't hear anything. And then I listened to the YouTube video a couple of days later, and I said, yeah, there was some pretty dramatic fades there. But I'll try again tomorrow, and I will be accompanied with your YouTube streaming. K6MYC WB679.
Well, yeah, tomorrow particularly, because I won't be there. I've got a dinner date with my wife, who's passed away, but we usually go to dinner for her birthday celebration. So that's where I'll be tomorrow night. But Rob will be here. You may not hear Rob, but you will hear the other guys. There's other people that can check you in from the area here. So if nothing else, why don't you check in with PQL or anybody else that can hear you? If Ed is here, WA6AXX, he can certainly check you in. Everybody hears Ed over here. So that's the man to check in with if you really want to be sure you're going to get through, assuming he's on here. So there you go, Gary. 7-3. I'll check and see if there's anybody else, and I got to go back and get Nevada before they go to bed on me. Over.
Very good, Mike. Yes, it's Sunday when I wasn't on was my wife's birthday. That's where we were for Sunday. Anyway, have a nice dinner, and we will try working the guys tomorrow on 432. K6MYC, WB679, 109073.
7-3, yeah, Gary, thank you. K6MYC, Bozo Net. Anybody else in the Bay Area? I guess I'm pointed pretty close. I would hear WB6JNN because I'm pointed toward you. If I hear you, I would hear him. How about KB6JMS, I guess it is. It's not the right call, but it's KB6J something. God dang it, I forgot John's call. Hey, you would hear him, Gary, because he's close to you there in San Jose. I guess he isn't there.
Nobody. So far, nobody.
Okay, very good. I'll get out of here, and we'll see you guys Sunday. K6MYC going back to Sacramento.
JNN called in a little earlier, Mike. This is AB6SR, but he's not on now. He's very weak, even here in Los Gatos.
Who called in, did you say?
Jim. WB6JNN came in soon after me, but he was very weak early on.
Okay. Well, I might have missed him as well, but we'll get him. I got him written down, so he's checked in anyway. So if he runs up, if he shows up tomorrow, you can tell him that we have him checked in here. Thank you, Stan. I know you're not real active on 432, but maybe you will be in there tomorrow. Thank you, Stan. 7-3, AB6SR, K6MYC.
Yep, okay. Cheers to everybody there. Enjoy your dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, we're all. Oh yeah, tomorrow. I'm all done with dinner tonight. We had shrimp on the Barbie, on a stick with scallops, and then we had a couple of strips of what was it? Ahi tuna. So it was a very, very wonderful meal with a wonderful salad and good stuff all around. So wonderful dinner, and hope even a nicer one tomorrow probably, but a store-bought one. Hi. K6MYC clear and going to Sacramento. Okay, we're back to Redding. Imagine Redding may have given up already, but if you're copying me, Rich, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6 Sugar Whiskey or KO6HS, K6MYC, Kilo 6 Mike Yankee Charlie calling, KO6HS, KO6HS or KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC calling and listening.
Okay, well, here I is. This is KD6 Shortwave, Redding, number 145. Good evening.
Well, very nice signal. I'm surprised. A very steady, very solid signal from you, Rich. And great to hear you coming in so nicely here. Maybe the thing is we have to be later for you or something. The band must be settled down by now. Anyway, great to hear you. I heard bits and pieces of CW, I thought, on Thursday last week, or was it Monday this week? I can't remember. But I don't know if you checked in or you tried to check in on those 2 days or not. Over.
Oh, yeah, that was me. I heard you respond that you were able to pick it up. I saw a series of Rogers on there, and you confirmed that it was me. So once in a while I can get out on 6 meters, Mike, over.
Yeah, I guess we finally did get you. I did finally give you Rogers when I confirmed it had to be you. Okay, signal down on that transmission, but still almost Q5. All right, let's see if Jerry's in there tonight. I don't know. I haven't heard Jerry for a couple of days here. KO6HS, K6MYC. Jerry, are you there? Is he in there, Rich?
Yeah, Jerry's in there.
Well, both of you guys are down. Is Jerry there? Should I check Jerry in? Give me a Roger.
Roger, he's here.
Okay, I thought I heard him, but boy, it's really weak. Now you're coming up. Try it now, Jerry. Band's coming back a little bit. KO6HS, K6MYC. Go ahead. Roger. Got your 230 and faded out again, so it's really marginal. It was good at times. It's pretty good at times, but we got you. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. I wish it was better, but we've got you in there. KO6HS in Redding and KD6SW. I will not be here tomorrow. So it's very unlikely you'll be able to get anybody that can hear you. But I will be back Sunday night, so we'll look for you guys again on Sunday night. No, I won't be here tomorrow, but they will be calling the net, but it's not likely you'll have anybody that can hear you unless you check in with the guys in Sacramento. Check in with Sacramento, and then they can pass along your check-ins. Over.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll try anyway to see what happens. And once in a while I can copy a couple of the stations down there besides yourself, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I can check in there at 430 direct, over.
Okay, yeah. I would say you got a chance with Dennis if he turns around for you guys, WB6ISO. I think KR6MR hears you pretty good from Meadow Vista, even off the back of the beam. KR6MR. And maybe a couple of others, I don't know. Anyway, 73 7-3, and if you can check in, all the better. If not, why, we'll see you Sunday night. KD6SW, KO6HS, 73, K6MYC. Anybody else in the Sacramento area before I go north? K6MYC.
KE6ILX mobile.
Hey, there he is, KE6ILX 96. Thanks, Jeff. Sorry to keep you waiting so long tonight. I had visitors in the shack, and it made me kind of lose my train here. 96. We've got you. How are you doing?
Oh, doing okay. Not in my normal location. Signals really have been down tonight. But like I said, I'm still in the pickup truck with the T amp and the stack pair loop. So it's doing okay with the stack pair.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're coming through. You're not bodacious by any means, but for the most part, Q5. The only thing that... Excuse me, I had to sneeze. The only thing that keeps it from being Q5 is my ears and the flutter. But the other guy that could probably hear you quite easily is K6WIS, but I haven't heard Paul tonight. I don't know where Paul is. Excuse me, another sneeze. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, he can usually copy you, I think, up there from his Placerville location. Anyway, great to hear you. And again, I reiterate the comments from earlier. Great pleasure to have you back in here with us. KE6ILX, Grass Valley, K6MYC. We'll see you Sunday night. Maybe you can check in with the regular group here tomorrow, but I will not be calling the net. But I'll be back Sunday, 7-3.
All right, 7-3.
Okay, I'm going to Nevada. Nevada. Hope you're still there, Richard. I didn't mean to keep you waiting so long there. I did get you checked in earlier. KD6BQ, K6MYC. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Number 249, I think you called me there, Mike, over.
Yeah, I called you. Yeah, I did. I woke you up. I think we're still running so late here. The visitors in the shack, it got a little bit stretched out here tonight. But it was good to have people come in and see what we do here in our spare time. I heard your CW earlier, as I said, and I had you checked in from a long time ago. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ. And yeah, good to hear your voice. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether you were going back, whether I was late, because I didn't get here until just then. And I heard your voice saying something about Daniel. And so I didn't know if you'd already passed us by or not. So that's why I sent the CW. But I left the radio on and the amplifier warm just in case you were coming back by. So anyway, pretty good signal tonight. Not as strong as usual, but easy copy there. K6MYC, KD6BQ in Nevada.
Yeah, well, the path is kind of dispersed or diffused. I'm finding you over about a 20-degree beam width without much change. So I could go from 350 to 10 degrees, and you're pretty much the same with a little bit of flutter variation, but signal strength isn't changing much. So it's a diffused, confused path. I mentioned Daniel only to say that I worked him on 1296 with good signals the other night. So let me see if he's in here tonight. How about it, Daniel? KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
Here is 272. KE7UQL is here, over.
Yes, you are, and you're booming. It's louder than Richard tonight.
Okay, good to hear.
Rewrite your number down. A pen I picked up didn't have an ink in it, and it made something that looked like it might have been a mark on the paper, but I couldn't see it, so I was poking around getting a pen that would write. I got 3 or 4 of them here, and in this weather they dry out pretty fast. It's hard to keep a felt pen even with the cover on for too long. Anyway, booming signal, and it was sure good to work here the other night last night on 1296. You had a couple of really dandy peaks here. Judy was sitting here, and we both raised our eyebrows and said, "Geez, we didn't know you were outside the door here."
Yes, Roger. Your signals jumped up to over F5, and it was wonderful to hear you with that much clarity. It helps me to get the VFO right on your voice, and everything works well after that. Over.
Yeah, okay. Good. Have you heard anybody else sitting here? How about N7 Victor Alpha Zulu? Is he in here tonight?
I could not say. We'll call him and see if he answers up. November 7, Victor Alpha Zulu. Are you there?
N7 VAZ, Eric, are you there?
Yeah, let me give him a try. November 7, Victor Alpha Zulu, N7VAZ, KD6BQ. Mike is calling you for the Bozo Net. Are you around, Eric? Over.
He is in there. He's sending his 1193 over.
Okay, we'll put his 1193 down. The conditions up his way are very terrible. Just tell him we got him. Thanks for being there. Hopefully one of these days he'll improve the station just a bit and we can hear him more reliably. N7 VAZ in the group, K6MYC. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Richard.
Roger, K6MYC, KE7UQL, 73.
Yeah, 73. I thought I heard a little bit of him as well. I guess Larry would have been in here if he's here. N7WT, at least let me call him. N7WT, Larry, where are you? Okay, no Larry tonight. I will not be here tomorrow night. So good luck. Hopefully you can check in with somebody, but I'm not sure anybody will hear you. WA60YB is still on his trip to Alaska, so he would be the only one that could probably hear you. But you're welcome to try anyway. Rob will be calling the net in your direction. Maybe you'll get through with luck with Rob. 7-3, guys. KD6BQ, KE7UQL, and 7VAZ. K6MYC, clear and going back down south. Over. Did. Okay, Rob, I guess that's it. Unless you want to go down and see if we can get Eddie.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'll go down there too, because the antenna's got to be parked in that direction anyway, so let me go down with you, and we'll see if we can hit them. Anybody else to check in while I'm rotating? K6MYC Bozo Net.
Just W680, you sure are a lot stronger with the beam pointing this way, Mike.
Okay, I didn't get it. I heard the comment, but I got 680. We got you, Mark. Who was the other one?
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo 620.
We got you already checked in at least, Mike. Okay. Good to hear you, Mark, and you'll hear me no matter where I'm pointing, so take one, and Rob is going to hear you as well. K6MTS, K6MYC.
Yeah, good to hear you guys. As you're spinning around, I guess, I don't know if you're going south or where you're going, but good to hear you. And hello, Rob. Can you hear me tonight? Okay, over.
I just went through a null for you there, Mark, but I'm hearing you, and you should hear me pretty good now. I'm about where you are.
Yeah, you literally went from a 3 up to a 7 by the end of your transmission. So, yeah, both you guys are sounding good. Great to hear you. That's it, man. Being local kind of sucks. I just don't have the stuff up in the air yet. But until then, thanks for tolerating.
We don't mind. You're the one that's tolerating not being able to hear stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, I know. That's good for you. Makes you put up bigger stuff.
Yeah. I see the motivating factor there. Anyhow, you guys have a great net. We'll be as they said back in the 11-meter days, sandbagging it.
Yeah, sandbagging it for sure. Okay, well, I won't be here tomorrow night, but Rob will. So if you check in on 4:32, I'm sure you'll get in with Rob and anybody else that's here. Good evening, Mark. Thanks for being there. And we're listening for Eddie, KE6, KK6. No, what the hell? I got him and Terry's call mixed up. Kerry, Rob, go ahead.
Yeah, KE6BK. Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK?
Anybody down south? How about KB6RQU? He could be in here. I doubled with you. I said, how about KB6RQU, old 61? How about you, Eddie, KE6BK, K6MYC with KM6SRR? I guess that's it, Rob. I think we're over 40 here.
Yeah, things are kind of jumbled up here. I've been playing catch-up the whole time, also trying to finish dinner and trying to do the 10-meter net. So hang on, let me give a count.
Okay, I can have Judy take a picture of this and send it along also. Aaron, are you still in here? And if you can remember it, or it's not real important, but I'd like to know the call of the guy that was giving you a bad time early.
Yeah, Mike, give me a second. I'll pull it up.
Judy couldn't remember. I think it was KR6MHE or something like that.
Yeah, and he lived up in Korskold, and I didn't recognize the call sign. Give me a second here. There it is. Kilo Mike 6 Hotel Kilo.
KM6HK?
Yes.
Oh, Dan wouldn't be doing that. Doesn't make any sense. Dan checks in every day with us.
Well, he complained that I was advertising the net on APRS, which is the positioning system for ham radio, and it's not advertising because we're not making any money off of this. It's just making it available, and people will see it and go, oh, what's this, and find the YouTube channel and get interested. That's why I put it on there.
Well, I think you got him sorted out. Clearly, we're not making any money on it. It's just for help. Surprised that Dan, he does have some other system that he runs, but he's got his station up on Frank's property, and he runs something there, but I'm not sure exactly what it is.
He's doing packet. Yeah, that's what I found out. He's doing packet nodes and stuff like that, which is fine. But it's like we got our own different thing that we're doing over here, and it's not that big of a deal to let people know about it.
Well, the only thing I can think of is that maybe he thought we were doing something illegal, and it was okay if he was just trying to get our attention. That might have been the case, but. I think you took care of it. Hopefully it won't be a problem. All right, Eddie, are you here? KE6QR? No, that's not right. Damn it. What's the matter with me tonight? KE6K. Oh, for heaven's sakes. KK6. No.
Hey, Mike, if you pause a minute, I'll tell you. KE6BK.
BK, I don't know why I don't know where that one went. It just flew away. I got so many KEs and KKs and other stuff in there. KE6BK, yeah, Eddie. I know it. I've only said it a couple hundred times, but for some reason it locked out on me. Getting old, I guess. One of these days somebody will have to take over this net that can do it right.
They're going to have to use your station.
What was that, Aaron?
They would need to use your station to be able to hear everybody.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Rob's going to have one of those stations before too long if he ever gets that tower up. He keeps coming up with these excuses like, oh, I got to get my solar up, you know, that kind of stuff. What's more important, ham radio or solar?
Well, the solar is a ham radio project if, you know, it's emergency power.
You're bound to, what a politician you are.
There's my guy.
It's a ham radio project. Yeah, everything's a ham project.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if I still have company in the house, but I should get my butt in there anyway and call it a night. But you guys have fun, and I'll see you all on Sunday night if I don't catch up with the other places. KM6SRR, K6MTS, others that are monitoring. K6USY and company, K6MYC, closing the 2-meter Bozo Net from Northern California in Delta Mike 07. Good night, all.
Good night, Mike. Yeah, and if I check in on Sunday, it'll be from a hotel room in Las Vegas, K6USY.
Okay, well, keep your handle on the keep your handle off the slots, over.
That's never a problem. I've gone to this conference for the last decade, and I've never put a single dime into a slot machine, so that's never a problem for me. 6USY.
Okay.
He's put dollar chips in, but no dimes, haha.
Didn't know they had dime slots anymore. I remember that one time Myrna and I went up there on our first anniversary, or first or second anniversary. We went to Reno, Tahoe. And we spent, oh my God, you know, we had to pay $13 for a room, for heaven's sakes, in those days, $13, and we made two nights, $26, and then we spent a few dollars on the slots, and finally on the way out, she says, I'm going to play one more dollar. I got $1 left, and she put the dollar in, and she hit a $20 bonus. So we just about paid for the trip, over.
That's the right way to do it.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think they felt sorry for us. All right, see you later. K6MYC, going bye-bye.
Hey, Mike, I got 42.
Okay, yeah, I thought we were a little over 40. Sounds good, Rob. Thanks.
Okay, Mike, K6MYC, KM6SR 73.
If Judy comes with more than 42, I'll have her send you the list, okay?
Okay, I was signing off with Aaron, so I think I doubled with you, but you're going to have her send me the list?
Whichever's easiest.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess, if you want to send a picture.
All right. See you later, K6MYC, going that way.
Good night, boys. K6MTS.
Good night, Mark. K6MTS, KM6SR 73.
Good night, Mark.
Good night, John Boy.